Okay, what's up everybody? OJ here. Welcome back to another OJ stream. Today we got a great show for you guys. We're gonna be talking about a lot of cool stuff in the world of Nintendo and gaming. So if you enjoy these type of streams, you enjoy the content and seeing all the lovely Elite Ninja here, make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you're somebody new, subscribe, as we've got the best live streams on YouTube. I might be lying on that, but that's okay. You don't have to worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Good to see you guys here. Hopefully you guys are having a blessed and great day. I know I'm doing pretty good myself today. Got to see my daughter, which was good, so positives. But another thing is that we've got a lot of game news to go over, so that's another good thing. And I got some of my video done for tomorrow. I got tomorrow's video done, but I have another video that I'm doing on top of that, you know? So I'm getting ready to enhance the content that we're bringing to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you enhance things, you just do it like this. This is what you just put your hand like this, right? So we're getting ready to enhance things, so look forward to that. All right, let's get into some ninja news, boys and girls. Boys and girls, it is time for some ninja news. So, today's video did pretty well. Not bad. We have out of my top, out of my top past 10 videos, my video today is my third best with 5.4K views, so definitely over the typical range. Third best out of my top 10, so not bad. 5.4K. So let's get that to 10K views, baby. Shout outs, appreciate you guys. Ninja news, Elite Ninja news. We are doing pretty well with Elite Ninja. We are almost back up to the fabled 330 Elite Ninja. We're at 527. We didn't drop any tonight. So anytime that we don't drop any Elite Ninja, that's a good day. Every single day, new Ninja, new members come to the stream. So we didn't drop any tonight, but this weekend might be brutal. We got some people's first months running out. So if you want to get your emotes, if you want to get your badges, if you want to have your name highlighted and be amongst some of the greatest of all time and be a part of the great Elite Ninja member community here on YouTube, please make sure you check out the link in the description. Become a member. It's only $1 and it gets you into our tournaments, it gets you into our Discord, and it gets you emotes and badges, and it supports the stream. And all of that for $1. And you get to play games with me and against me. It's the greatest value in all time. It's a better value than I bought these beads on YouTube and they on Amazon and they broke. I bought them for $15. That is more than a year's membership on PlayerEssence, and they broke already. And I bought them last year. They didn't even last the full year. So it's better value than that. So thank you guys so much seriously, thank you guys so much for being elites. Shout outs to all the elites here that make the streams happen. Where your boy doesn't have to make 15 videos a day just to keep the lights on. So shout outs to all the new elites. Shout outs to the elites that have been here for years. The Pure Eyes, the Rangons, all those different badges that you see evolving. I appreciate and love you guys. Really, I do. I'm going to pin this message. Here's an easier way to get it done. You can click that blue message at the top of your chat. That also works as well. Let's see if we can get 5 new Elite Ninja for this stream today. So shout outs to you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate that. And let's get into this baby. Now, shout outs for those who are here and you want me to say hi to you. Feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi back to all my lovely people here. Ghastly Slithering. What's up, man? Welcome. Shout outs to the Twitch boys. Fire Nation. Let's get it. Ghost Steps. What's good? Style Boys. What is up? Toto Dope. What's up, man? What's up? You get Monster Hunter 9 and Ease 9? Or Monster Hunter 9. I got Monster Hunter. No, I don't got Monster Hunter yet. It's coming in the mail. But we're doing an event with Nintendo, so that should be fun. And I don't got Ease 9 yet, but I'll get it. Excuse me. Let's see here. What's good, bro? You just downloaded Monster Hunter 2? Are you just download? Are you, or did I, or are you? Which one? What's up, Marcus, though? Dior Wilson. Get these sick emotes. Yes. Look at all those sexy emotes that you get. Those are some great emotes. Those are really good emotes. So yeah, man. Dior Wilson, what's good? Alexander. Antonio Morales, my boy. What's good? Chalice DJ. KBA Films, what is good? JC. Shen Kazo. What's up, man? Just almost out of work. Hey, let's go make it past this last few hours that you got or whatever's left. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We got 100 people here. There should be 100 likes on the stream. If there isn't 100 likes, I'm going to throw my phone at your face. Yo, shout outs to Retro Gamer 76. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Rich, the Swag Lord. Laney, my girl. Good to see you here. Welcome back. That should be you should get your month badge pretty soon here, Laney. Let's see here. Juice Man Vaughn, the Elite, the Roundtable. What's good? Welcome to the stream. Omega Red, how's it going? Welcome. J2 Blue, I was gonna ask you about your daughter. Glad she's doing well. Yeah, I finally got to see her after a while, so she's doing good, man. She's a lot stronger than I expected. She hit me in the face today, and it actually somewhat hurt. when we were playing around, she kind of just smacked me, and she's definitely strong. She's not weak. Yo, Fluffy Dogs, let's go! Yo, shout outs to the JoJo boys. Mr. Fluffy Dogs with the $20 holla, and he says, "Good evening, sir. JoJo Fridays, the tradition. Will the tradition of JoJo donations come through? Let's get it going, baby." Says, "Good evening, sir. Let's start the weekend off with some FF6 music, please. And thank you." No, Fluffy, thank you for being an awesome Elite Ninja here in the village. Ambu tearing up, baby. On your way to that round table. Thank you so much for being an awesome dude. Like I said, I thought you were a troll when you first came here. So it's always, I think the people that have those troll names sometimes end up being like the coolest dudes. So shout out to my man Fluffy Dogs. But then again, why would I think Fluffy Dogs is a troll name? I don't know. Bring back Fluffy Dogs. Something about that. But you're not that at all. You're a cool dude. You're very rational and logical. I like you here. Definitely a valued member of the Elite Ninja crew, man. So I appreciate you guys. The village. FF6 theme. All right. Thank you for the 20. JoJo boys represent. You guys give some Nook bells to Ambu Tier Ninja, my man, Fluffy Dogs. Let's give some. I don't see enough Nook bells. You guys gotta spam those Nook bells for Fluffy. Come on, man. Where's the Fluffy love at? Fluffy Dogs becoming the Hokage and top stream ninja. Let's get it. Appreciate that. Yo, Toto Dope. Thank you so much for the Jonin tier. Going up above the tune in and going up towards that Jonin tier Elite Ninja. Let's go. Let's give some Sharingans from my boy. Let's see. What the hell is this? No, I'm not listening to that. Let's get some Sharingans from my man Toto Dope. Let's go, baby. Yo, Psycho Pie with the Toby Blaster. We're getting hyped this week, boys. Let's freaking go. The FF6 music popping too. Let's go, Fluffy Dogs. Let's go, Psycho Pie. Yo, shout outs to the love boys already. Got the love going through. Boys and girls, let's get it. Thank you guys for the support, man. Seriously, I'm getting hyped. Getting hyped up in this piece. Thank you guys for the support, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Shout outs, my man Toto. Going to the Jonin tier. Toto, you got the emotes, badges, and your Discord link is on your perk patch. Check it out on the main page, homie. Misha Goldman, welcome to the tune-in tier. Let's go. Mick Shillin is Mick working. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Shout outs. It's !Elite. !Elite to pull up the command, but it's also at the top of your chat too. Yo, shout outs to Misha Goldman. Same thing goes. Welcome. Get your emotes, get your badges. Those are ready to go. And also, your Discord link is on the main page. Check it out right there. See perks right there for you. Thank you so much, Misha Goldman. Welcome. And Toto, welcome to the Elite Ninja Squad. That's 2 out of 5. We are humming along here already. Let's go. 3 more Elite Ninja and we hit our goal for the day. Get a new bonus stream while we're at it too. Bonus streams will be doled out when we can. But I have one more bonus stream that we hit yesterday's goal. So I owe you guys a bonus stream. So that will be at some point here. So yeah, shout outs. I'm actually playing FF6 on my GBA Emu. Hey, there you go, Swag Lord. Let's go. Let's get it. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mr. Psycho Pie says, I have OJ, I have $1. And I don't know what to spend it. What should I do? Well, for the low price of $1, sir, you can be like Misha Goldman and become an Elite Ninja. Yes, it's Mr. Psycho Pie. Shout outs to the Zoom up north. Let's go, baby. Yo, Jonathan B with the 20. Just have to keep the JoJo going hard to believe this dono would be worth a year and 8 months of Elite Ninja membership. What a deal. Can you play A to Z from Ease 8? Yo, shout outs JoJo boys, Jonathan B, tying my man Fluffy Dogs as the top stream ninja and stream Hokage, and I can definitely get some music going for you, my boy. We'll get that going in just a bit. Keep the shout outs going here in the chat. I want to make sure that I say hi to everybody. If I have not said hi to you, make sure you say what's up to me, and I'll say hi, because everybody's a valued member of the Elite Ninja fam. Seriously, you guys are all appreciated and welcome. Jonathan B, thank you for the dubs. Thank you for the 2-0, man. What's it been, more than a year since you've been here? Yo, Jonathan B, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, man. Thank you for your support, bro. I appreciate you, homie. Sakujo 94, howdy. What's up, man? Welcome. Alexander Wu, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, JoJo's pretty funny. Showtime, what's up, Showtime? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, sir? Hey, Donnie, what's good? Welcome. Kyodai, Mega Lee. What's up, Party Man? The bodyguard is here. Let's go. Shout outs. Joester, what's up, Joester? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Blue EX, my boy. Good to see you here, like always. Blue EX. That Makiku Sharingan is getting nice, man. When's the year, Blue EX? When do you evolve into that year? Donnie, when have you got... You guys are up for a year this year, right? Blue EX and Donnie? Where's my Makiku Sharingans at? Some of you guys are up for... are going to get your Rinnegan this year, right? Zerg Wildfire. What's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Sneeb, what is up? Welcome. My man Shinru with the $5 coming through. Shinru. Roundtable says, what's good, OJ? Still agree with MVG in his video. I love Nintendo Switch, but I wish the Switch had more power. Don't want the Switch to only get cloud games, which means more games native to the console, physical forever. Yeah, if you watched my video, and I actually have another video talking about that coming up here, but no, that's exactly what's going to happen. MVG's video was fantastic, but one thing MVG's video, he took the side of actually hoping that there would be if they did increase the power of the system. I don't think it matters if Nintendo increased the power of this system compared to not. I don't think they're like, oh, well, there's a little bit more memory bandwidth. All of a sudden, we're going to make this port that would have never came over. I think we were going to get cloud versions no matter what of certain games and all of that. I don't think there's any type of revision that Nintendo could have done unless it was a huge, more expensive revision to where we would actually see that. So I do agree with MVG's video, and I have a video talking about it, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference anyway. So if you want those big third-party ports, like I've been saying since 2017, you're better off just buying a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series if you can find one, or building a PC, or getting an Xbox One X, for example, if you can find one of those. You're better off just doing that than relying upon Nintendo and what their frame rates are going to be, or what their whatever is going to be. It's just not that system, man. So that's something that I've been saying since 2017, though. Like, you'll see some stuff here and there, but it doesn't make any difference in my opinion. MVG was speaking from a developer standpoint of people who do want to bring it over, and this makes it harder for them, so I agree in that respect. But them, let's say they made it like new Nintendo 3DS, where it's a little bit stronger. Is that going to all of a sudden get a bunch of third-party developers to start making games for it? No, not really. Because they're not bringing over the 360 and PS3. Okay, if it was power was the problem, okay, where's all the 360 and PS3 games, right? They're not porting over all of those. They could port those and see what those do. We're not seeing a lot of those either. So if they really wanted to, they'll do it, or they'll put other stuff. If not, they don't care. So at the end of the day, I think that some just don't want to. At the end of the day, I don't think really power or having a little bit more memory bandwidth or having a little bit more RAM would be the deal breaker for a majority of these third-party developers, which MVG kind of realizes that and references it a little bit. He was simply just talking about games that were already, you know, like, that have already been out and stuff like that, and making it easier. So, but yeah, I don't think a new Switch or revision is all of a sudden just gonna get a bunch of people to start all of a sudden Battlefield and Call of Duty's on there. Nah, not really. But thank you for the 5, Shinru. I do appreciate that. But yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference, in my opinion. Not at this point. Let's see here. Facts. That's the same mindset I have. Players since the Switch Pro stuff tainted their thoughts. Yeah, not MVG's, but to the layman's terms, like, I talk to MVG every single week. I know I'm not a developer, but I speak with one. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think MVG, if he's hearing what I'm saying right now, I don't think MVG would disagree with what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'd disagree with that. But I think most consumers don't put it that way. They think that, oh, well, if this had 1 more gigabyte of RAM or had this, all of a sudden developers would just be like, I'm gonna go rush over and make games on it. Not really. Okay, well, where's all the 360 and PS3 games then? If power was the issue, okay, well, where's all those PS3 and 360 games? Where are they at? Okay, EA, it powers the problem. Okay, well, where's Dead Space and all that? Where's all these other games that you didn't put out on the Wii U? They're not there, you know? So what's the excuse for those? You don't want to. That's the excuse. That's the biggest thing. You don't want to. And I think that a lot of fans don't realize that, Shinru. So yeah. Let's see here. Who has the inside scoop on pre-orders going up for OLED Switch? They're going up on Mr. Radger. They're going up on in September in Japan. So it might be around that time for the rest of, like, for the US. What's up, Jaybird? So yeah. Hey, what's up? I missed your thought. Curtis Lenovo, what's good? Anton says, "What's up, Anton? Love, man. Sorry, I wasn't able to join the live, the streams. A lot of work. Hey, it's no problem, Anton. It's almost Saturday where you're at, right? Let's see. Nintendo would have had to make it more powerful out of the gate. Do more powerful revision at this point. Doesn't change the current third-party support. What they'd have to do is make it a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. That's what they have to do. That's what they'd have to do is make it a PS, and as in like an x86. I'm not convinced that Nintendo's going to get all of that support until we get like an x86 box that's just the same, or there's some, or I just don't see Nintendo ever getting that, regardless. In my opinion, I don't see that happening, but we'll see. What's up, Link Lounge? What's good, man? Welcome. What is good? About to get Monster Hunter Stories 2 soon. Just got off work. Yeah, and on top of that, like, did you hear what MVG said in there? I think a lot of people didn't catch this, but MVG said, he said that there probably wouldn't be any problem for the developers who just make games with Switch in mind. When you make games with Switch in mind, that there's really not any problem for most of the games. You know, for most of the games, there's no issue at all, which is the truth for the most part. If you just make it for Switch, you're not going to have, you know, very severe problems or anything like that. He was talking about the impossible ports, the really big ports and stuff like that. And it's just like, at this point, it's been 4 years plus. It's just like, just get a PlayStation or Xbox and be done with it. You know, like, people that are still holding on hope, if you're that hardcore to where you care about that type of stuff, you probably already got a PlayStation or Xbox or a PC or something else that you can play it on. So I mean, what's the point of, we're 4 years deep, man. You know, and it's like, there hasn't been like, oh my gosh, all these games. I mean, there's been some notable ones, but there's not been, most of the games don't come over from PS4 and Xbox One, so, and from PS5 and Xbox Series, so it's like, yeah, you know, it's time to just move on, you know, when it comes down to it. What's up, Hands Cross Hands? What is up? Hey, what's up, Bead Queen? Welcome. Japanese support on the is great on the Switch, but you're not going to get great Western support. Yeah, the Japanese support is good, but when it comes to like a lot of Japanese developers, you also have to remember that, you know, they look at it in a little bit of a different light, but they haven't been bringing over all the biggest games day and date too with the Nintendo Switch. Some of them have been late. Bandai Namco, you know, in particular. Obviously, Capcom doesn't bring over their biggest games. When it comes to like Resident Evil and stuff like that, they customize and make their own, you know, for the Switch, or they port some of the older games. So it's not like Japanese developers are, you know, like the biggest Japanese developers. Now the smaller ones, the indies and smaller, like the AA or whatever you want to call them, like the Nihon Falcom and stuff like that, and all these other weird games that get announced, you know, yeah, those come over. That's not a problem, you know. But the biggest games, you know, haven't been coming over, right? From a lot of these third-party Japanese developers or Western ones, and that's how it's been since almost day one, you know. No, I wouldn't say rip Bandai Namco Switch games. No, they're just late. You didn't watch my video, Alexander Wu. You didn't watch my video. You missed it. You must have missed it on the truth about Bandai Namco. They're gonna bring them over. They're just gonna be late. What's up, Crit Astra? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Armchair? What's up, Ace Crockett? OJ, currently playing Monster Hunter Stories 2 right now. This might be my favorite game of the year so far. Monster Hunter Stories 2 is very good. I've been playing the demo, of course. Me and Nintendo, we have an event that we're doing. We're going to talk about that later. But I would give you guys more details about the stuff. But Nintendo's having a little bit, there's a little bit of, not even Nintendo, just there's a little bit of issues with some of the stuff going on. So it'll happen, though. The event will happen. We will have a Monster Hunter, big Monster Hunter event with some cool stuff for you guys. So look out for that. All right, look out for it. All right, let me get some new music going here for my man Jonathan B. A to Z from Ease 9. Ease 9. Yo, shout outs to the JoJo boys. Let's keep it going, man. We have two JoJo boys, and Psycho Pie is a Toby Blaster boy. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Thank you guys for the support, man. I appreciate you guys. Have you read any of the hands-on impressions of the Switch OLED? I have, but they're useless. There's no point. I already knew everything that they said. So, but I have read some of them. They didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know. Let's see here. I was just wondering, I would just be nice to be able to play first-party games better, like Xenoblade 1 and 2, plus what up, OJ? It'd be nice to play games like Xenoblade 1 and 2 better. Yeah, I understand that, but like, you're definitely segmenting it like to like a few different games. You know what I'm saying? Most of the games run fine. You mentioned those games, but then you excluded stuff like Splatoon that runs perfectly fine at 6 frames per second. You excluded Super Smash Brothers. You exclude Super Mario Odyssey. You exclude Bravely. Well, it's not a first party game, but Bravely Default. You exclude so many other games to just pick out 1 or 2 of those, which I get it, Adam. Like, I get that, you know, but there's still most of the games run just fine, run perfect, or run really, really, really good. You know, Luigi's Mansion runs great. Obviously, the Mario Party games run fantastic on the Switch. Like, most of the first party games run great. And I mean, that's what people do, and I get it, you know. People will cherry pick, and that's fine, no big deal. But you are, I mean, like, cherry picking compared to like most of the first party games on the Nintendo Switch. But I understand what you're saying, though. Like, I get what you're saying. Paul Gale Network, my answer is nobody. We're talking about other stuff. Let's see. People always cherry pick, but fail to mention the games that run good on the Switch. Yeah, I mean, and I get it, Donnie. Like, I like what he's saying isn't not factual. What he's saying is like definitely factual. You know, when it comes down to it, like what he's saying is definitely factual. Like, it would be nice for those, but people always pick the same ones and like leave out the vast majority that run well to make it seem as if it's like an overall overarching, you know, oh my gosh, everything's just running horrible, you know, which is not the case, you know, which is not the case. And I don't really think that Xenoblade, I don't really think that's based off hardware. To be honest, I don't think Xenoblade running the way that it is based off the Nintendo Switch hardware. There's no way that I can believe that. And I'll tell you guys why in just a bit. Bryson Warden with the $5. So just giving a shout out to my Hokage. Got the weight room set course tomorrow. And I think, and I'll be thinking of the Elite Ninja Village. Got you. Wish me luck, everyone. Hey, shout outs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that 5. Appreciate it. So the reason why I say that is because if a developer can get The Witcher, you know, how The Witcher looks and how The Witcher runs on the Switch, if they can get that game running the way that it does, there's no reason why Xenoblade, which doesn't look as good as The Witcher, which has a world that I don't think Xenoblade's much bigger than The Witcher. There's no reason why that couldn't have ran better based off of what we've seen from The Witcher, based off of what we've seen from some of these games that are definitely more graphic intense or open world games on the Switch platform. So that is a Monolith Soft. They need to do a better job. Their engine needs to be better. Optimization. They need more money from Nintendo. That's more of that thing than, oh, it's just power, you know? So that's my opinion. I mean, I'm just comparing 2 big open world games, right? Which Xenoblade is not really even truly open world. Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 1, they're not real open world games, but whatever. They're open-ended, right? Compared to Witcher, which is a real open world, big PlayStation 4, Xbox One game that was optimized to run at a pretty decent frame rate and pretty decent, you know, image quality. Not the best, obviously, not good, but if they can do that, Xenoblade definitely could have been better. People like to blame the hardware, but I don't think it's the hardware if you're just comparing it, you know, apples to apples, or trying to get apples to apples here. I think that's more of Monosoft needing more money and time. Remember, only 40 people made Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's not like they had a 500-man staff or something like that, you know? So that's my thought process on that. What's up, Kevin? I don't think it's even really too much the engine. I just think it's the amount of people that they have. They just, I mean, it wasn't made by a lot of people. People like to point out Xenoblade, but they made this huge AAA type of game, right? Like where you see this huge world and everything with 40 people. If they had, let's say, $30 million more, or if they had the budget of the Zelda team and they had the manpower of the Zelda team, you don't think that could have ran and looked better? Because obviously Zelda Breath of the Wild does, but Zelda Breath of the Wild is a true open world game with all sorts of crazy physics and all sorts of stuff going on, you know? So imagine you don't have all that physics, but you have the team and you have the manpower and the money that Zelda gets. You don't think Xenoblade could have been like ran better and looked better? Of course it would have, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. The majority of Nintendo Switch first-party games run just fine for sure. Even stuff like Dragon Ball FighterZ and Doom are great on Switch. Switch is very capable. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It'd make things easier for developers. I just kind of find it like when people just say, oh, well, it needs it because of how Xenoblade runs. And it's like, okay, well, there's a lot of other games that run, you know, it's not because of Xenoblade. It's everything, or just blame Xenoblade. And like, let's play, see, look at Xenoblade. That's the reason why. It's like, no, they didn't have the money and time as some of these other developers have, you know? Breath of the Wild performance issues were always overblown. They were and they weren't. So it's valid because there are some areas where it's kind of like, whoa, especially at launch. At launch, it was a bit rough. They did optimize and patch it, but there is, like, in that forest area, it does get, you know, choppy in that forest area. But that's really the only area where it's pretty bad. Everywhere else, it runs pretty good for the most part. So yeah. It's kind of a shame that there's not going to be a 4K in the Switch, the new Switch Pro. Well, it's not really the Switch Pro. That's really going to be a good feature. Well, they're not ready to do it, Eagles Lair. They're just not ready to do it, or they don't have the amount of chipset to where they can bring to the market at that time with the new SoC, or they couldn't get it to a price that they felt was going to be reasonable, or that they thought that they were going to do. So you're going to have to wait for that. You know what? You know who else also said that? Moses, your mother. So let's go ahead and get this. Let's get you banned. How should I ban this, man? I think I'm going to ban you in this way. I'm just going to go ahead and click this hide user on the channel. All right, let's see. I still understand your points about The Witcher and Xeno, but as for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they outsourced its development. It wasn't just 40 people. Kyodai, you're not necessarily correct on this one. Here's the reason why you're not correct on this one. They didn't necessarily outsource the development of the game. The development of the game was handled within Monolith Soft. What they outsourced was art. So they got certain people to do some art. They got certain people to do some different things with the game. But the development, for the most part, in terms of actually making the game, was handled in-house by Monolith Soft's, you know, smaller man team. They did outsource some of the other things, but development of the game itself was not outsourced. So no, that's incorrect to make it seem as if, oh, well, they had only 40 people, but there was these other people, a bunch of other people over here that was helping out with the game. That's not true. They've talked about this too. They outsourced art and certain things, but the main core of the development of the game was in-house at Monolith Soft. They did not have some type of other big team that was helping out. So I don't know what you were you trying to say that there was or wasn't? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, that's what you were saying. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, Monolith Soft outsourced help from artists and other character designs, but yeah, and whatnot. But yeah, but exactly, it wasn't like actual nuts and bolts working on the development of the game. So that's why I said, if Monolith Soft, their next game, like if you look at like Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is still their most impressive game, and that was on the older engine, which by the way, Xenoblade Chronicles X runs good. It runs 720p, 30 frames per second on the Wii U. If they finally get the band back together, that was when they put all their chips into it. If they get the band back together, this next game, I can guarantee you that this next game on the Switch is probably going to run way better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did. It'll be very similar in performance and probably look better than Xenoblade Chronicles X, which that game runs great, you know? And that game has all sorts of stuff going on. It has, you got mechs flying, big old enemies, wildlife running around, a huge open world. And that game runs great. So I think that, but that game had way more people working on it than Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So it's not a hardware thing. Because if it was a hardware, okay, so then why doesn't Xenoblade Chronicles X run bad? Switch is stronger than Wii U. So what's up with Xenoblade Chronicles X then? Why is the performance not like Xenoblade Chronicles 2? You see what I'm saying? Let's see, but again, why do they go bare minimum when this stuff, it's not even about PS5 levels of power. Why do they make the devs stress or more work harder? They don't have to throw a little bit of a bone. I mean, I don't know what bare minimum means because I'm not a developer when it comes down to it, and I don't put together systems and the prices and all that, but I have been seeing people say bare minimum this, bare minimum that. I don't know any other chip that they could use when it comes to a portable chip that would be easy to do. I mean, Sony's tried it and they got bodied. You know what I'm saying? They got absolutely destroyed and people didn't want to make games on that system either. So I don't know how you do it to where, I mean, what would be like a chip that'd be affordable and it'd be great and they can make it. So I don't know. And I don't know what bare minimum, like what chips would they use? How much would they put into it? What would they do? So for everyone saying that, I don't know what they would do. But if you feel like that's an issue and they're not throwing them any bones or anything like that, then that's what it is. I mean, developers don't have to develop for that platform. It's not a requirement that they do. And if they don't want to make games for the platform, or if they feel that it's not good enough for them, then they don't have to, and that's okay. Like, you can buy Xbox and PlayStation if you want. Like, you don't have to be so loyal to Nintendo. Like, you can just buy like the games on Xbox or PlayStation if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to have this mindset of it has to be on Nintendo. I need it on Nintendo. Like, you can just play it on something else since Nintendo's not giving you what you want. And if you feel that it's bare minimum, they're not giving developers what they want for games or whatever the case is, that's okay. It's no big deal. That's their business mindset, and that's what they're doing with the system and with the Switch. At the time, the Tegra X1 was the best chip on the market. They're not changing the SoC with this one here. They're not looking to change it. So that's what we're going to have to wait with for now. But like I said, if you don't like it or if you feel that it's a problem, then simply just buy Xbox and PlayStation and enjoy your games. Like, it's really not a huge, anger or anything like that, when it comes down to it. And like I said, I'm not a developer, so I don't know what the minimum or what the maximum or what you could do with the mobile chip or what you could get for a reasonable price or whatever the case is. But I've seen a lot of people say that aren't developers. But hey, you know what? I mean, if that's what you guys think, that's no problem there, That's no problem there. So yeah. Well, I mean, but Nintendo never stated that. And it was only rumors when it comes to plastered all over the place. That was people who claimed to have something. Like, so that's Eagles, that's kind of more of your issue or your fault for believing into all of that instead of taking it as what's it called, as a rumor. So that's the problem. That's why you're probably more upset, is because you believe that it was going to be what it was instead of thinking, hey, it could or it could not be. We don't know what a 4K Switch would cost. We don't know if they could have got it done. We don't know what's going on there in terms of everything. We don't know if if there was going to be a new SoC, what they would do for like the price of the system or whatever the case is. We don't know if they'd even be able to mass produce as much of those SoCs in a chip shortage year. So even if they did do it, we might not even be able to buy it because it'd be scalped to hell and back because they wouldn't be able to produce enough of them in a chip shortage. So there's so many factors, that play a part into it. So yeah. Let's see here. What's up, OJ? I think we just thought we were gonna get a Pro, so everybody is salty, but I think everyone will feel FOMO and end up buying it. Even if everyone doesn't feel FOMO and ended up buying it, that's not really a problem at the end of the day. I mean, if people want to go with the regular Switch, which has been the best-selling platform for the past, few years now, people can just go with that. If you don't want to buy this new one, that's fine. You can just go with that. If you feel that it's not strong enough or if it's not giving you what you want, then you can simply go with Microsoft or Sony. I mean, like, there's plenty of options for you as a gamer, or you can build a PC and get the best frame rate and get the best everything. I think this tribal mindset of Nintendo has to have what I want 24/7 or Microsoft or Sony have to have what I want 24/7. If you guys want, I could bitch and complain about Sony and Microsoft 24/7. I'd get called a shill and a fanboy and all that, but I can bring up legitimate things to complain about every single day with Microsoft and Sony, because unlike some other content creators out there that were going with the wave and saying, oh, all digital, oh, real physical games, all that, and now have completely changed their tune, now that Microsoft and Sony and their audience is doing that, unlike that, I haven't done that. I've continued to say, they did a lot of stuff that we didn't want. But I'm not going to sit here and waste my time, like, doing that. Like, I just don't buy or don't get what I don't like, So, I mean, I could legitimately do that myself, but I'm not going to. It's just like, hey, I'll just get what I want, Whatever they do, So that's kind of like my thought process on it, But I can legitimately complain and whine and moan about a million things Microsoft and Sony does. I mean, this Xbox Series S that everybody's propping up to be such a great value, that's bullshit. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's complete trash. Excuse my French. I'm sorry on that, but that's complete. And when I see it, I just roll my eyes. I don't say anything too much when I see, people that I know say, I'm just like, whatever. But that's complete garbage. It's not great value. It's really not. It's not. I'd rather go spend $299 on the great value brand at Walmart, get me a damn lifetime supply of antioxidant berries for my freaking smoothies, than spend $299 on that piece of crap Xbox Series S, okay? And you'll have content creators and people tell you it's the greatest thing ever. It's not. That thing fills up two or three games that are mandatory downloads, fills up your whole damn hard drive. It has proprietary memory cards, so you have to spend at least $200 to get an extra memory card for it. You can hook up a separate hard drive if you want to, but it can't actually run games off of there, and everybody will tell you that it's such a great value. No, it's not. There's no physical games. I mean, I can complain all day about stuff, okay? But if you don't like it, then don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like, but content creators will tell you that it's the greatest thing ever. It's so good. No, it's not. That thing's a piece of crap. And we all know it is, but don't go against the flow. Oh, it's only $299. Oh, it sounds good on paper. $299 for what you get? That thing's crappy. Get the Xbox Series X instead. That one's better because it plays physical and it's not bogged. It gives you more memory and it's not bogged down if you're going to install everything on there, you know, like, but people will tell you otherwise. And like I said, I don't hate anybody that says that. So this is not a shot to anybody who does, but they've all reversed course. That's what I'm trying to say. In 2013, nobody wanted a system like the Xbox Series S. Everybody rebelled against Microsoft and said it's a horrible idea. They legitimately made the same thing that everybody didn't want in 2013, and now all of a sudden, obviously it's much cheaper than the 500 that they had it before, what they were gonna do, but now all of a sudden, it's a great idea, it's a great thing. No, it's not. It wasn't a good idea back then, it's not a good idea now. But hey, Game Pass, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, good for them, good for that. But I'm not gonna change up what I said simply because people now accept it more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna change my own personal thought process because now more casual customers and consumers are accepting this crap that's put in front of your face. I'll stay true to what I've always said from 2013. You can go back and look up that video legitimately the day after Microsoft announced that I don't want something like this, you know? So, like I said, I can complain 24/7 about it, but I'm not gonna do that on Twitter and all that. I'm not gonna go fight and argue people who talk about the system. I'm not gonna do all that, you know? I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not hating, I'm just saying that the system's crappy. I like it's not Xbox. The system itself, like Xbox Series X is great. I mean, I don't play a lot on there outside of Mass Effect, but it's great. I think it's a great system. But that's because there's an actual disc drive in there, you know? People don't want to listen to me. I can talk about that $400 PS4. Sony's blinding and tricking you guys into buying that with $100 value while they sit there and collect royalties on everything that you do because you can't go outside of their damn system to buy a game. Like, that is the worst possible thing. And people, oh, it's a great value. Oh, it's near the Nintendo Switch. It's like, that thing's horrible. You're going to end up spending way more money with a digital system, a digital PlayStation 4, than you would with a physical system. But hey, you know what? People just like to look at price tags and forget all of the actual fine little details, you know? So yeah, man. So weird. So weird. So weird. So super weird. Let's see here. The Series S is digital only and requires an internet, and it's not a handheld. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's digital only, requires internet connection, no physical games. I'm good on all that crap. Since when was that good? You know, like, since when was that a good thing? Digital only, requires an internet. It's not portable. You can't take it nowhere. I mean, it's small, but I mean, like, no, that's never good in any situation. You know, that's never a good thing. Like, I'm sorry, that's not a good thing. Just, I agree, but the only reason I'm getting Series S is for the Game Pass. If I were you, I'd get the Series X, and then you can get Game Pass on there too. I'd spend a little bit extra because over the course of a generation, being able to actually have your games and build value. But hey, you do you. If you don't care about building value or building a library of games or anything like that, then you get whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna attack somebody for buying a system. I'm just simply giving my own opinion. I think the biggest problem that we see online with people is that they attack others for simply wanting one thing or another. Like, they attack other content creators or they attack other users or whatever the case is. Have you guys ever seen me attack anybody for buying a Series S? Not a single time. I mean, I've sometimes maybe given my opinion, but I've never attacked somebody. I've never called them names for buying a platform or buying what they want to buy. You guys spend your money on what you want to. I've never done that. And I think the problem that we see, especially now, is that we got all these dudes trying to sit here and try to dictate how X or Y or this person or that should be able to spend whatever. Like, that's stupid. Like, imagine somebody coming up to you in real life and saying, hey, no, don't get that. Imagine getting slapped across your face when you're at Best Buy. That's what I would do if I had somebody get in my face and say something to me that's stupid. It's like, I don't know you. I don't care about what you have to say. I didn't ask you anything, you know? So yeah, thank you for the host, Master Dragon. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah. Digital does have flash sales though. Physical has flash sales too. And by the way, you know, on a physical system, Razor, guess what? You can also take advantage of those digital sales. Like, let me ask you a question. Let's say you had an option, my boy, for like 3 different restaurants in your area, right? And then like another city, it's the same exact thing. But then you have an option for like, you know, only 1 restaurant. That restaurant's still good, but there's only 1 option. Obviously, the option for 3 or 2 is more than the option for 1. And I think that's the thing here. The option is better than not having the option. You can still take advantage of all those digital sales with an actual physical system. And then when those flash sales aren't there, you can take advantage of borrowing games, buying off of used marketplace, trading with friends without having to get their account information and all that type of stuff. You know? On top of that, it doesn't require actual, for the most part, most systems. I know Microsoft's kind of funky with it, but for Switch, it doesn't require internet checks to play a game, which I hate. I hate that. I hate that I have to freaking have an internet check to play a digital game, especially if you have multiple systems. There's an internet check. I hate that. That's stupid. So dumb. I mean, I'm not saying that all digital's bad. I'm not saying that it's evil. I have digital games too, but removing the option is not healthy for competition and the market. And it's sad to see. We all saw that back in 2013, but it's so sad to see now all of a sudden that's no longer an issue, or people no longer want to bring that up. It's very sad to see that, you know? Very sad. Shinra with the $1 and says, OJ, give us your honest opinion. Did you think sometime in the future Nintendo will make an all-digital Switch with Microsoft and Sony making them? Feels inevitable that Nintendo might try that themselves. Would you still buy it? I'd be very pressed not to buy that system when it comes down to like an all-digital in the future. I don't think Nintendo's going to follow the same thing because Nintendo does see bigger sales rates. So I don't see Nintendo going all-digital anytime soon. If they made, I would always want them to make an option, you know, make an option. However, if you make a hybrid system, it's very likely that you'll see them continue to make like cartridges or continue to make like physical media, especially if they're going to go with the hybrid system, you know? But we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, I wouldn't buy an all digital system. No, I'd need there to be 2 options. You know, I need there to be a physical and a digital, but I don't want them to do that at all. Let's just do all physical. You know, let's just do all physical systems, you know? Like, why remove an option that's good for people, you know? Well, I know why they'd remove it, but like, I don't think we'll see it from them just yet because they have pretty good physical sales. Like, if you look at the physical sales numbers, Nintendo has better physical sales numbers than any other platform on the market right now, you know? So yeah. So let's see here. Me1, but no one was ever going to accept DRM on PC, and the Steam was first announced. Now it's the biggest platform. Yeah, some people don't like, but some people don't like that though. Some people don't like when there's DRM on there. Some games disable it or whatever the case. They're saying it's DRM free, you know? Let's see, Switch needs physical media. The storage for the hybrid system is very hard to work with around when physical needs to be an option. Physical does need to be an option because once again, you actually do save that you do save that space. That's a good point. You do save that space. You don't have to use it, you know? Even if the game isn't all on the cart, which I don't like, but even if it's not all on the, at least you save some space with actually using up the cart and actually being a real physical game, you know? Absolutely, physical can increase in value. A lot of people don't care about value because they're not investors or they don't want to be investors. All they're caring about is just in the moment, what am I playing right now? But, you know, I look towards the future and I always see that like having, you know, physical games, you know, if my whole physical library didn't get stolen, all like a lot of my PS, you know, 1, PS2, GameCube games, I bought some of them back, but there's some games that I had, man, that were, you know, worth so much. I mean, I had Gotcha Force, you know, on the GameCube. But it got stolen. I had Skies of Arcadia, which I did get that one back, but I had a number of games that were worth a lot, you know? So yeah, man, I mean, like, I like building value through my games. So yeah, sadly I see us progressing into the all-digital era. It's into video games, but media in general, probably in the next 20, 30 years. I think it might be sooner than that, Abaddon. I think the all-digital era for Microsoft and Sony comes next gen, so within the next 10 years. I think all digital era is going to be here. So would you stop playing Nintendo if it happens? Would I stop playing? I don't know if I'd stop playing, but I definitely would not be happy about it. You know, I definitely would not be happy about it at all. I'd have to wait and see exactly what their solution is. What are they doing with this digital, you know? But I definitely would not be happy about it at all. I'd probably buy a lot less too. But we'll see. Physical is also necessary because some people don't have reliant internet. Yeah, that's true. Some people don't have reliant internet connections. People eventually accepted all digital PC gaming. If consoles stop supporting physical media altogether, would the same not happen there? It's already happening, Zoob. So, I mean, yeah, it would happen. People would accept it, you know? But that doesn't, that doesn't mean you can't say anything, though. But PC's always been all digital for the most part, right? Okay, the world is, we know, Justin, we know. You don't like the PS5, we got you. Let's see here. Honestly, I see 10 years, but I was trying to be optimistic. Yeah, that's optimistic. 20 years? I think, dude, my daughter doesn't even know what physical games are, you know? Enrique Pinero with the $5 says, hey, OJ, do you think Nintendo will not release a firmware update to overclock the Switch and improve dock performance? No, they're not going to do that, no. If they were going to do it, they would have already done that at this point. So they're not going to do that. Thank you for the 5, though. I appreciate it. PC did have physical CD-ROMs. I know it did. I had it. But for the most part, a lot of gamers, you know, when Steam came around, it just morphed into digital, all digital, you know? But yeah, I actually have a couple CD-ROM games. I have Mass Effect on CD-ROM. I have The Darkness 2 on CD-ROM. So I have some physical games. And I know that's how some gamers played. But once Steam came around, they all just said, screw it, you know? So yeah, my brother went to digital on PS5. Thankfully, he listened to me. My brother almost went digital on PS5. Thankfully, he listened to me with the buy one get one two at GameStop last week. You already saved $50. Exactly. Nintendo goes all digital. I'm not gonna be buying any more consoles. Pretty much gonna stop caring about modern gaming. I'll just play the games I haven't played at this point. There's a lot of games out there I can spend my time on instead. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably still get it because it's like my job. It depends. But if it wasn't my job, I don't know. I think I'm not sure. You know, I'm not exactly sure what I would do. You know? So yeah. Folks with the substantial retro gaming collections should consider getting insurance on it. I plan to do so. Yeah, I've heard about I think Paul K told me about that. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting my insurance on it too. The world is just the same. Hey, thanks for the $10, Matt. I sorry that I hit your comment. I didn't ban you or nothing, Matt. You're good. You're cool, bro. I know you're cool, but we saw your comment. I get it. I know you don't like the PS5. I mean, like, I didn't read your, so I should have read your comment. I should have read it instead of just scanning over it. Thank you for the 10 though. In terms of a game that I've been playing recently, Monster Hunter Stories, I've been playing that, so that's kind of like the game that I've been playing right now, you know. Thank you for the 10 though. I appreciate it, Justin. Let's see here. Support, donate because I support you doing your thing. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for coming out to the stream, man. Thank you for coming out. Seriously, thank you guys for the support though. I appreciate it. We're 2 Elite Ninja away from the goal though. Can we get back into the 530, boys? Guys, the world is just in season. Everybody that supports the channel, thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Thank you for the 200 people plus that are watching the stream. If you enjoy the discussions, the content, me talking to you guys, make sure you hit that like button. I do appreciate your support. And also, if you want to become an Elite Ninja and get your badges and your emotes and your Discord access and our extra entries into giveaways, which, woo boy, are we going to have some giveaways for you. If you like Monster Hunter Rise, or if you're interested in that game, and if you like Monster Hunter Stories 2, you'll probably want to become an Elite Ninja because, woo, I might have some giveaways that I'm teaming up with Nintendo for you guys. But I never said there's going to be anything, you know, confirmed. I just stated that there might be some stuff. So Elite Ninja are going to have a much higher percentage to potentially win some cool stuff coming up. So make sure you hit that blue button at the top of your page. All right, hit that blue button at the top of your page and become an Elite for $1 a month. It's the best Elite Ninja program ever. Thank you, Justin. The world is just in season. Appreciate that, man. Shout outs. Go Elite. Let's see here. All right, let's get some more questions answered. Hey, is Goat still here? Goat, I think you probably said something, but I never responded back to you. So Goat, did you have anything that you wanted to say back to me? Because I probably missed your comment, bro, and I didn't mean to look like I'm ignoring your what you're saying or your complaints or whatever. I want to be make sure that I talk to people that agree with me or disagree with me too, whatever the case is. So if you want to say it again, go, please put it again. I'd be more than happy to answer or talk back or answer your question or whatever the case is, bro. Sony definitely wants consumers to go digital only. Did you see that advert for Sony trying to have us sabotage disc PS5s by placing the system upside down? yeah, Kyoda, I did see that. Oh man. Hey, what's up, Al Realist? Yeah, we've had a bunch of people here play Miles Morales. Hey, what's up, Zoobs? YouTubers have been reporting on Scarlet Nexus sales, and I am worried. Should I be? No, you should never be worried for another company's video game sales like that. No, you should not be worried. If a game doesn't sell, then a game doesn't sell. That's not something that you should be worried about. You don't work for Bandai Namco. You don't work for that. I mean, you can be like, oh man, that didn't sell well. Oh, that sucks. But worried, like actually legitimately worried for a game? No. But no, you should not be worried about it at all. No. So yeah. Hope no cloud gaming future. Cloud gaming is definitely approaching, but I don't know if it's going to be the future. But cloud gaming is definitely getting bigger and bigger. Work, watching from work. Hey, shout outs, Mr. Gomez. Thank you for watching from work. Almost every game I have sold at least 1 million copies, so I don't know how valuable they'll be in the future. Almost every game I have has sold at least 1 million copies. Games can sell 1 million copies and still be rare. Chrono Trigger sold 2 million copies plus and still rare. So I don't think the sales of the game really matter too much in terms of the rareness. I mean, that's part of it, but yeah, a lot of games can sell over 1 million copies and still be rare. This is worried if you want a sequel. If they want to do a sequel, then they'll do a sequel. I don't think you should be really too worried about it right now at this point, you know. They did get a little mini bag for what's it called? From Microsoft. So yeah, there was that. I don't really think you should be too worried at all at this point. So, not yet. Not yet. I mean, if you want a sequel and it doesn't happen, you got to think about it as like, that's what was intended to happen. So like, let's say a game that you really like is selling bad and, oh, I'm worried. No, don't be worried. That is the natural progression. It's useless. It's like, what's the point of worrying about that? You're one person. And if you don't have any type of social media, or you don't have a YouTube presence, or you're not a Twitch streamer, you can't even influence that many people to buy the game if you like it. So there's literally nothing that you can do. So why worry about that? There's no point in worrying about that at all. Now, if you have some clout and you can help out and it still doesn't do bad, maybe you felt it was your fault or whatever, then okay. But most people don't really have the power to do that. The majority of people don't even have the power to sway enough to where it'd be a success or not. Very, very, very few people have that power. Like very, very, very few. You know, it would take a collective effort from multiple people. Like, for example, like Ninja, or if like Tim the Tatman or whatever that guy is, and like Shroud, if they all said Xenoblade Chronicles is the greatest game ever when the next Xenoblade game came out, yes, they could sway whether a game sells really good or not. But you would need a lot of people to have a lot of clout, you know? Otherwise, you just rely upon the actual marketing of the game, word of mouth, and people just, and the game being reviews and all the normal thing. But otherwise, don't worry about the sales of a game or not. Like, if it sells bad, then it sells bad. That's the lay of the land, you know? And this is coming from somebody who's old. I've seen my favorite franchises die over and over and over. I feel like a damn immortal. Freaking came the legend from Lost Odyssey. I've seen franchises that I love repeatedly die throughout my lifetime. So I don't have any sympathy. Sorry, no offense to anybody here, but I don't have any sympathy for anybody else that sees their game not get a sequel. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way that it is. So there's no need to worry, or you shouldn't be worrying or being upset. Games die, franchises die all the time. It's just the way that it is, you know? Nothing that you can do. So OJ, do you know if Astral Chain Dark Hero female version is copyrighted? No, it's not. We can do that.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
Let's see here. Gamer Eternal with the $3. I want to shake your hand. And says, keep on doing your thing, LJ. Much love from Texas. You inspire me. Hey, shout outs. You inspire me, my man. Thank you for coming out to my stream. Without you, I wouldn't have this. So thank you. So yeah, rip Kid Icarus, rip F-Zero, rip Golden Sun, rip Breath of Fire, rip what else? Lufia, rip Chrono Trigger, Chrono franchise, rip. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, do I have to even keep going? Like, the list goes on and on and on and on in franchises that have just been dormant for 10 plus years that I really like, you know? So I have no sympathy with if somebody says, oh, it doesn't sell well. It's like, okay, well, you need to find something else to play. If that's the case, then you need to find something else to play because there's nothing that you can do. So there's no point in worrying about something. It's like saying, oh, no, I'm going to die one of these days. Oh, I'm going to die. It's like, there's no point. Yeah. And enjoy your life. Do what you can. Be the best that you can be. Extend your life by exercise and workout, your quality of life, and live the best life that you have. And when it's over, it's over. Cool, whatever. But in the meantime, don't waste your time worrying. That doesn't do anything, you know? Like, that doesn't do anything. Sitting there and worrying. No, just have your best life. Play your games. Have fun. You know? Don't worry about a game not selling well. That's not your fault. That's Bandai Namco's fault. Karen bucked me for $3. Says, okay, play Astral Chain Dark Hero female version. All right, I got you. Dark Hero female. Let's see. Would people be more interested in all digital in digital if Sony, Xbox, Nintendo offered refunds on digital games akin to Steam? They'd have to, if they go all digital, they'd have to do that, in my opinion. Hey, what's up? Focus on me. So yeah, no Breath of Fire, man. No Ogre Battle. Yeah. Man, the list goes on and on so many great games over the course of my life. The past nearly 5 decades of games that I've played dating all the way back to the first games, man. Like, there's so many games, like the 80s games that have just been gone, games that I've played over the years that are just not here anymore, you know, are very crappy, just suck at this point. Like, goodness gracious, you know, like, it's happened. I mean, where's Legend of Dragoon? That's dead. Everything from pretty much Japan Studio that they did old school is dead that I played back in the day. Dark Cloud's dead. I mean, Rogue Galaxy, that's dead. The list goes on and on, guys. Like, I can just keep going with this list. So, am I worried about some new Scarlet Nexus IP becoming dead because of the sales? Nope. Not one bit. Oh well. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, cool. Good for them. But that's not for us to worry about. If you bought the game and you're happy, then enjoy it and play the hell out of it. 100% it. Have fun. You know? Uniracers? I used to play that game back in the day. You think Xenogears and Xenosaga will ever be free? One of these days. So yeah. Imagine Bluepoint or Square remakes Legend of Dragoon. They'd have to work with Sony to do that. You can tell OJ's been hurt before. I'm cold-hearted now when it comes to this. Yeah, I mean, well, like I said, I'm old. So I've been playing games for a long time. So when I hear youngsters, no offense to the youngsters out there, when it happens to you, I'm trying to set you guys up, get you guys ready. Over the course of your life, especially some of you really young people, if you're in your teens, if you were born within the 2000s, modern medicine and technology is going to make you, if you're exercising, you eat healthy, good genes, modern medicine, and exercising and eating healthy, dude, you guys can live to be like 120 or 130, and you might have a high quality of life till you're like 80 or 90, and then like your last years are pretty bad. So you guys are going to be alive for a long time, some of you guys, if you do that. So I'm preparing all of you youngsters, okay, you Gen Zers, or you alpha, some of you guys are even alphas, I think, or not, or close to being alphas, right? When it comes down to your age group, I'm preparing you guys for a lifetime of hurt, okay? Because over the course of all of these years, decades, yes, franchises will rise, be great, then die. Rise, be great, then die. Rise up, be great, then die. Not ever be great and then die. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen more times than you can even imagine. So just get ready, prepare for that. All right, guys? Like, if you start preparing your brain mentally now, you'll be okay in 30 years when everything you loved right now is pretty much dead, with the few exceptions of some games here and there. But yeah, 30 years from now, yeah, most of the games that we're playing here, most of the franchises will be dead. A large majority of them. Because if you go back 30 years and what was popular and what was around back then, it's not what it is right now. There's always new stuff that comes up, new games that rise and take the place of other games. Nintendo is the exception to the rule for a lot of stuff. You know, that is the exception. But for the most part, yeah, most of those old franchises that were popular 30 years ago are dead at this point, you know? So yeah, most of them. Just letting you guys know. 03, baby, yeah, you're super young. I think you and Dark are the same age. So you're like, you're still in your teens, right? You're not even 20 yet. Whew, man. It's good to be young, Lanny. Enjoy your youth. So I'm just letting you guys know. Y'all gonna live long. You guys are gonna live long lives. If you eat healthy, Lanny, if you exercise and eat healthy, you're gonna be like in good genes. If you have some good genes, women usually live longer too. I think women live longer than men. You can live to be really old, you know. So you're gonna see it over and over and over again. When you care or stop caring, though, is like a whole other thing. You might stop caring about video games in 40 years. You never know. By the time that you turn 60, you might be like, who gives a damn about video games? You know, you never know what's gonna happen in the future. Let's see. Almost born must die. Still sad when thing dies before they live a full life. Absolutely, Zoop. Absolutely. But then again, what I'm saying, it's not that it's not sad. What I'm saying is that don't be upset. What I'm saying is that you should not be upset about. Like, you should not be worried. Sorry, not upset. You should not be worried about something that you cannot control. Let's see. How would you explain to your daughter if Roblox died? I'm not explaining. She's too young for that talk. She's only 9. I'm talking to you guys because a lot of you guys are like, you guys are old enough for this talk. But a child, you should not be talking to a child about stuff like that. Just let them grow up, you know? But you guys are all at least like, you know, 13, 14, 15, 13 or up, I'm guessing. So yeah, 13 years old and up, yeah, then you give her the talk about something like that. But right now, no, she's too young. You don't talk to a child. You don't talk to a single-digit child about like death and like, you don't talk to them about all that type of stuff. Unless like you need to, unless it's like absolutely necessary. But they're gonna learn it anyway. They're gonna watch certain cartoon shows. They're gonna ask you anyway. But you don't talk about that regularly with the small child. Yeah, about what they like and what they like is gonna die and all this. Like, you don't do all that, man. They're too young. She's only 9. Let her live her life. Heck, my daughter should probably live to be damn near 150, man. Oh man, she might be 150 with modern medicine and all that. By the time that she's older, she might live to be 150 years old. Who knows, man? I'm 36. You're not 36, Psycho Pie. You're definitely not 36, you liar. Does hitting 2100 is my goal? Could happen. How your genes looking in your family, Chuba? Got anybody over 100 years old? Let's see here. Don't let her watch Lion King. That messed me up when I was a kid. Oh man, I bet. Via pets, that's true. You're right about that, Zeo Face. Yeah. Via pets, that's always a way. That's always usually the first way. Via pets or movies about pets or stuff like that. Yeah. Sorry, 69 years old? No, you're corny. That's what you are, Psycho Pie. You are corny. You're a corny person. You know? 80s baby here. Yeah. Shout out to the 80s. Shout out to the millennial boys and girls. Let's go. Let's see. Ever since I watched Logan, I don't want to get old. If you don't want to get old, guys, there's ways that you don't get old. You really want to not get old? Listen to what I got to say here. Old is feeling old. It's not actually being old. So the best way to not actually legitimately be old is keep your body in top form. Exercise, lift weights, eat healthy, quality of life. I've seen 80, 70, and 80-year-olds that walk around like a 30 or 40-year-old. And they might pass away later, but their quality of life for their whole life was good. Your muscles deteriorate, your bones deteriorate. You know, the collagen, the sponginess deteriorate. Everything deteriorates. If you keep a healthy lifestyle, and I mean extremely healthy lifestyle, that will shorten the curve. It will like, or the graph. Think of it as a graph and everything just goes down. The healthier you are and the better you eat, instead of going down so fast, it'll flatline to where it goes like that. Instead of going like this and you break a hip when you're 70 because your bones are so brittle because there's no collagen because it's just been depleted, it'll help it to where it keeps it straight. And then when you're really, really, really old, something bad might happen. But if you want to not feel old or be old, you better eat healthy, you better exercise, and you better don't do drugs and smoke and drink and all that. Keep everything in top form. That's the reason why I changed my life around. I'm like, man, I don't want to, even when I'm old, I don't want to be old. I don't want to have all the problems that people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s get. I want to be one of those dudes that's like 80 and I'm still Gucci. I'm still like walking around and doing it, which you can achieve that. Just most people don't take care of themselves in their life. Most people don't, you know? So just do that and you'll be okay. And then whenever you get you'll just pass away, but you'll have a higher quality of life. So yeah, don't worry about that. Just take care of yourselves, guys, honestly. Bring back Flippy Dogs. Thank you for the 10. When did I decide to turn it around? When I got fat and bald. For the record, Fluffy Dogs was a failed Disney cartoon from my youth. Speaking of dead franchises, can we get some Chrono Trigger music to remember the things we've lost? I hope Square Enix proves me wrong soon. Appreciate you, yo. I appreciate you. But I've always been an athlete, though, guys. So I've always known about, about taking care of your body and all that. And I did kinesiology in school. It's just that I had a little rough patch, like with some like my previous relationships and stuff like that, and like my career and what I was doing. So it just all kind of caught up to me, in the late like 2016, 2017, 2018 is when everything just kind of came crashing down, But I recovered after that. But I mean, even before then, I was in shape and stuff like that, All right, let's get some Chrono Trigger music. Yes, osteoporosis, exactly. You gotta just delay that. I'm telling you, getting old isn't fun. Like when you can't even go down when you can't go down the stairs, or if you one bad step and you break a hip or break a bone, it happens. We're just old people's bones just shatter like it's a freaking, like it's a piece of glass, like or something like, or like it's like those fake lights, and stuff. Like it's a light bulb. Some people like you just hit a light bulb, it just shatters, like that's what happens when you don't take care of yourself, So I'm not trying to scare tactic you guys, but hey, it's the truth. I've seen it. Just take care of yourselves, guys. All right. How much did becoming a father affect your gaming life? Not much. I couldn't play Bloodborne in front of my daughter though. She called it Halloween D game. She was like, I don't like this Halloween D game. Oh, Halloween D, it's bad. I'm like, all right. All right. No Halloween D games. That's actually why I stopped playing Bloodborne and those type of games. No, thank you for the 10 though, Floppy. I appreciate that. Increasing the top Stream Ninja lead Hokage lead. So yeah. If you were offered a pill that nobody else could get that would make you immortal, would you take it? Probably not. No. Because one of these days the world's gonna, or not the world, the suns might like supernova and roast the planet alive, and then I'm just gonna be consistently, it'd be like hell, just consistently being burnt to a crisp for eternity. So unless we figure out space travel by then, which we probably will, so I guess there'd probably be some technology that get me out of that situation, but probably not, to be honest. Probably not. Let's see here. Did you get to watch Black Widow yet? No. I don't care about watching Black Widow. Let's see. Yes, Halloween-y. Like Halloween-y. If everybody that you love cost, I mean, 20 years ago, I might have said yes. But the problem is that, like, if you play the game Lost Odyssey, you don't need to play the game Lost Odyssey. There's been other books and stuff written on that. But if you play the game Lost Odyssey, it definitely makes immortality look like hell. because it just details how everybody, like the main character, how he's constantly had relationships and everybody that he's known just constantly just keeps dying and dying and dying around him. He's not really immortal. He's just the world that he comes from. It's time goes by way slower, you know? So like one day here would be like a fraction of a second there. So he's not really immortal, but it just seems like he's immortal. And he's been training for so long, so he built superhuman strength and power and stuff like that because of how old he is. But it's because of just how slow time goes by, you know? It's like how super slow and from his world. So he's been alive for thousands of years and seen everything that he's ever loved or known to love or cared about die over and 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 over till it made him an emotionless douche, you know? Until it made him an emotionless douche that just doesn't care. But then you relearn to love people again throughout the story of Lost Odyssey. It's a great story. Great story. What movie is this? It's not a movie. It's a video game, Lost Odyssey. It's on the Xbox. You can play it on Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series. So yeah. Hey OJ, Monster Hunter Stories 2 tips. Just bought it. No tips. Just play. There's a built-in tutorial. Lost Odyssey is underrated. Lost Odyssey is the most underrated game of all time. One of the most underrated games of all time. You know? One of the most underrated games of all time is Lost Odyssey. Like, that game is phenomenal. And it did not get the credit that it deserves, you know? It really did not get the credit that it deserves, man. Which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Apparently I got a package delivered, so I gotta go get that, but I'll get it in a little bit. Oninaki is nowhere near close to being one of the most underrated games of all time. That's cap. That's complete cap. I mean, it's an okay game, but it's not one of the most underrated of all time. No, that's cap. It's nowhere near Lost Odyssey too. It's nowhere near Lost Odyssey in terms of underratedness. Nowhere near it. But it's Oninaki's not. It's not that. But Oninaki's a good game. I think definitely people underrated it. I think it's better than what reviewers gave it and all that. But to be in the same breath as Lost Odyssey, absolutely not. Let's see here. Planetscape Torment on PC. Oh, but similar story. Good stuff. Game has been reworked by fans and other people. Though I think. Okay. Yeah. Balan Wonderworld, most underrated. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chrono Trigger music is. This is it, man. One of the, like, Lost Odyssey is like one of the games that I feel like RPGs, Japanese RPGs, that I'll even like put in the realm of Chrono Trigger would be like Lost Odyssey. Like one of the few RPGs that I'd even put in near its realm for me, JRPGs that I put in its realm. But man, Chrono Trigger, it just, there's nothing like playing Chrono Trigger when it first came out. Like if you played Chrono Trigger back in the day, it was legitimately the most spectacular thing that you've ever experienced. Like from an RPG standpoint, it was the most spectacular thing that I'd ever played. I couldn't believe when I was playing it. Like when it first came out, like when the first time, I couldn't afford it because it was $70. But when we rented it, me and my brother, we were just blown away. We couldn't believe what we were playing. Like, I don't know if I've ever gotten that feeling since then. It's maybe, but not to the level of Chrono Trigger. Like, I just never saw anything like it. So, one of these days, hopefully one of these days, I would love for, like, before all of those guys die, because they're all getting pretty old, Hironobu Sakaguchi, Akira Toriyama, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, if they just all Uematsu, if they all just got back together with Square and their young brass, you know, and make one more game, one more Chrono Trigger, man, that would be my dream, because they're all getting kind of old. Man, that would be my dream. They just, one more time, man. Just give us one more thing. Give us one more run and then ride off into the sunset. Come together for a new Chrono Trigger game, and that's it. No more. Done. Give us a new Chrono game. It doesn't have to be Chrono Trigger 2, or just give us one more new game with those geniuses all together. And I swear I don't need to play another video game ever again, if it was God tier. This is what made Chrono Trigger so good. Never played it. I was born when it came out. What made it so good was like the story and the theme and the battle system. Like it had this mix of funny, serious, in depth with the story, options. So you had multiple different endings. You had characters that all, like, as you level up with certain characters, like your team, you actually learn things called dual techs and triple techs. So if you fight a lot with these two characters, they'll learn skills that are specific to them, special abilities that only they can do, and team up. Now, if you have like a different team with like 3 different people, after a certain amount of time, you'll learn certain attacks that only that team can do. And it's like a combo attack. Like you'll have, like, for example, Frog and Chrono, like they'll do this thing called like the X slash, where they just like slash across each other. You'll have some of them where they do like a triple tech, where, like, you know, one of them will, you know, swing them around, like throw them, then they have like their sword on fire, and then come down and hit them. Like they just have all these things that they do working together with each other, which you never saw in RPGs. You never saw these dual techs and triple techs, you know. And at the time, ATB was a thing, active time battle, like where like the bar fills up, then that person gets to go, and enemies also have ATB bars. So it's like a fast-paced, turn-based RPG. Final Fantasy VI did, I mean, there was other RPGs that did it, but Chrono Trigger did it in a way that was outside of Final Fantasy, right? So it wasn't quite an action RPG. It was active time battle combined with the dual techs and triple techs and waiting for their bars to fill up, and like using like haste so you can go quicker, and just all of that just created this experience that was just unmatched at the time. It was just unmatched, you know? The story's super, super, super good. It's, you know, like I said, not gonna talk about, you know, religion or anything here, but it's stories from the Bible that are reenacted in a way for you not to think that it is, but that's what it is. There's multiple things from that, because, like, you know, a lot of stories in the Bible, so that's what they do. Like, they play that out in the game, but it's not like shoving religion down your throat or anything like that. They just play out stories from there, which is really cool in my opinion. Like the way that they actually got, like the way that they were able to tie in all of those stories into a game and not make it's not about religion or anything like that, was really cool, you know. Just super, 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 super ahead of its time. Yeah, just really, really good. Chrono Trigger has religious undertones. Yes. It literally is. Go watch, there's a good story on it, a good video. Go watch, Game Theory. Go watch his video on it. Go watch it. Yeah, exactly. You had no idea. Most people had no idea. But go watch Game Theory. And, like, you know, I can just give you some small examples. Like, so for example, you know, Chrono gets some beef jerky. He gets one piece, and they're at the arm, like there's a war going on, and he feeds the whole freaking army with one piece of beef jerky. That's straight from the Bible. One piece of bread feeds the whole army. That's exactly from there. And there's a bunch of other stories too. Like, it's not just that. There's so many more. There's more. But like I said, you guys can go watch the Game Theory on it. I guess here's not necessarily the place for that, but yeah, Game Theory, you can go watch it. It's fantastic. That's probably my favorite Game Theory episode is on Chrono Trigger. So yeah, go watch that and you can see it. It's great. It's great, man. Let's see. OJ, you think with Square Enix merger, we would have got more Chrono stuff over the years? Without? What do you mean, D? Yeah, exactly, Coloco, exactly. Yeah, there's some other stuff too. There's a lot of other things as well, but I won't ruin it for you. I think it's more fun if you go watch the Game Theory when you got some time, and you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be like, what? And like, it'll blow your mind, you know, it'll kind of blow your mind. If you've played Chrono Trigger multiple times, it'll completely blow your mind. Like, that's his best Game Theory in my opinion. What's up, Brian Jedi? Am I religious? I won't get into. I don't like talking about religion here. Yes, I am, but I don't like talking because people. It's a very controversial topic for people here, so I don't want to. I don't want to get it. But yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let's see here. Blue EX says, I have a game on my PSP. I have to check it out. Yes, go check it out. If you haven't played Chrono Trigger, buy it or play it. If it's on your PSP, it's fantastic on the PSP. It's very good on the PSP. It works, you know, it works well enough. I still think the vanilla best version is the, if you really want the best version of Chrono Trigger, I would probably say like an emulator so you can do like fast and save states. If you really want the best way. But if you don't want to do, if you want to go about actual, like, you know, buy the game and then also do legal emulation. Do that with the game. But if you want to just play it normally on your system, I would say if you can play it on Super Nintendo, it's great on there. Or if you can play it on the DS, it's really good on the DS. It's really good on the DS. If you have the SNES Classic, yes, you can. It's not normally on there, but you can get it on there through ways. I understand, man. I usually try not to talk about anyone. Yeah, because you know how people get online, dude. You know how people get online. So I try not to really get into it too much myself either. This is Rip, possibility of ever getting a Lost Odyssey Last Story or Blue Dragon remaster. To be honest, I'm not sure if we need a remaster. Actually, a Blue Dragon remaster would be nice. But all of those games are backwards compatible on the Xbox Series, so I don't see us ever getting any of that. Yeah, you know? When do you think we'll finally get SMT 1 and 2 localized? Nintendo Switch Online for the West? I don't know. Probably never. Where does FF6 rank in your list? One of my favorites. Definitely in my top 20 games of all time would be FF6. Yeah, it's really good. What about the Android version of Chrono? I recommend not playing that. I recommend playing DS, 3DS, DS, 3DS, PC. I mean, the PC version is not the best, but they patched it a few times. PC, PS3, just get it on something else. But yeah, I don't recommend the Android, nah. You know? Blue Dragon 3DS version. That's not Blue Dragon 3DS version. That's a separate game on the 3DS. It's not the same Blue Dragon game from the Xbox 360. If that's what you... I mean, it's a different game. It's a tactics game, kind of. Chrono DS was the first, was what I first played. Yeah, I played the good old cartridge. Good old, you know, good old actual... Wait, what's going on? I put in a good old cartridge, right? This thing right here, I had no clue what it was, and it just looked like a blurry mess. This right here, hold on, let me show you guys what I was like. This, it looked like a blurry mess with all this like different like stuff in there. So I was like, what is that thing right there? I was like, what? Because like the color changed. I didn't notice that. And I was like, what is that? Okay, it's just a cup full of stuff there. I was like, what the heck is that, man? Like, I was like, what? I was like, is something on my shelf? Hold up, here? What is that thing? Oh my gosh, let's put it down here. Let's put the cup down here. There you go. Let's put it down here. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Good Lord, it's $200 new on Amazon. Wait, what's $200 new on Amazon? What is $200 new? Give me a second. Give me a second, boys and girls. PlayerEssence. What is $200 new? What is $200 new again? J2 Blue? What are you trying to say? What's $200 new? What's $200 new? Chrono Trigger on the... Oh! Oh, this? Brand new, sealed? Do you mean this game? Wow! $200 new? $200 in my hand just sitting right here? Whoa! Thanks, Physical Games! Turn it up. I haven't checked the price. Turn it up. I never took the price on that. We gotta get some happy music, happier music. Hold up, happier music. Hold up. How about? Oh, no, hold up. No, this one right here. We gotta get this one here. Hold up. Hold up, this one. Hold up. Hold up, this one right here. Gotta hit it right here. Oh. Let's go, baby. $200? Let's freaking go. Good investment. I never planned on opening this, guys. I never checked the price either. I never planned on opening it. And I haven't checked the price since I bought it. Imagine how much this is gonna be in about 10 years. Woo! Let's freaking go. Brand new. I never planned on opening it. Let's get it. Physical games, baby. Let's go. Thank you, J2 Blue. I had to do a little happy dance because this is an investment that I made. This is a pretty pricey investment at the time. Well, kinda. I bought this for $62, okay? I bought this for $62. I was like, dang, that's like a lot more than the price of the game. But I was like, you know what? I banked on it being worth a lot more than $60 in the future. Brand new. I was like, if I buy this brand new now, I'm pretty sure I can like, it'll increase and just keep going. So I didn't check, and $200 is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's definitely more than double the return on the investment so far. So yeah. I predict $1,000. Yeah, in 10 years, it'll probably be $1,000. It'll probably be $1,000 for sure. Absolutely, it'll probably be like $1,000. So that's good. That's good. Hopefully them games don't get stolen. Psh, try breaking into my house. My security system is pretty top tier. Pretty top tier. Lights, psh, noises, monitoring, cameras.
Hey, fellas.
Good luck.
Put your dollars in your...
Can we get Never-Ending Journey from Lost Odyssey to inspire some people to try it out through backwards compatibility? Yeah, all right, we can get that. Thank you for the $5, Fluffy. Never-Ending Journey. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, you gotta invest in security. Damn right I invest in security. You don't think I didn't invest in security? Damn right I invested in security. I just bought some more cameras and a new. I already have a system here. I just bought some extra ones and some new stuff just recently from Simply Safe. So I got 2 security systems. OJ, where does Lunar and EB rank on your RPG list? EB, what's the abbreviation for EB? Would you ever do a top 20 favorite RPGs list? Yeah, I will do that, Justin. Lunar, I'm not sure if Lunar makes my top 20. I have to really go down and think about it, you know? So you don't know OJ's windows are bulletproof? My windows are actually bullet resistant. There is no such thing as bulletproof, but there is such thing as bullet resistant. And yes, I do have bullet resistant windows. No booby traps though. No moat. It's like a moat around my house. No moat. My security is my German Shepherd. Nobody will dare mess with them. Yeah, that's good. And like, just dogs barking in general are always good security too. It's like having a dog that'll bark, because they'll wake you up. If a dog's barking, you're gonna wake up. Like if a dog's like, if they're sleeping and like you got a dog just going nuts, you're gonna wake up. Unless you just sleep like a freaking rock. But yeah. So you have bullet resistant windows? That's hardcore. I do. Yeah, I do. Not that I live in the hood or anything, but it's just, it was one of the things that they're like, hey, you want this? We can get a discount on it. And I was like, sure. Gotta get a camera for my family. We live in a quiet neighborhood, but you never know, right? Oh yeah, the quiet neighborhoods are always potentially the worst. Something could happen. Absolutely. Because people want you to be relaxed and think that nothing could happen. So yeah, I recommend Simply Safe Psycho Pie. So if you have I'm not sure if they have that in Canada. Maybe it's called like Simply Safe or something like that. But if you could try Simply Safe and see if they that was a bad joke. If they try Simply Safe if they have it there in Canada, check it out. Speaking of SMT5, OJ, I saw your video on the game doing mad numbers, like double or more the baseline views. That's impressive. I can taste the hype. Hey, there you go. Let's see. OJ's house set up better than Home Alone. Yeah, you gotta do it. Says you are evil. I'm sorry to my Canadian people. I'm just trying to bond with you guys. I thought it'd be something I can bond with you guys over. Usually the thieves are your neighbors or people around you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro, I've been in places where there were bars over the windows in the houses I've been in the hood. Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta have those though, because people will just break your window, you know? I was bad, corny. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. All right, so I'm gonna stream for like another good maybe about 10-15 minutes. All right, guys, then I gotta skedaddle, take the rest of the night off and just relax here at home. So yeah, give me your questions. Tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. Remember too, guys, we are 2 away. We can even at least, let's just get one new Elite Ninja for that $1, so we can at least get back to 530. We haven't been in the 530, boys, for quite some time. So if we can get one new Elite Ninja, at least one. If we hit 2, we get a bonus stream. We get a bonus stream if we get 2. So let's get it done. Hit that blue button at the top of your page. Become an Elite Ninja. Get your emotes, get your badges, and also get into all of our tournaments and extra entries for giveaways. We have some pretty cool stuff going down tomorrow or Sunday or some other time for Monster Hunter Stories 2. You're going to want to be an Elite Ninja for that one, because you guys are going to have some pretty cool stuff coming your way. So, yeah. So, become an Elite. Let's get it done. Exclamation mark Elite. Hit the blue bar at the top there. Hit the join button. Get in for that low dollar and get into all of our tournaments and everything here. So, let's member up. Let's go, boys. Aren't we doing something Monster Hunter related? Well, we'll see, party man. We will see. We will see. Hey, OJ, where does Lunar and Lunar 2 rank on your RPG? I don't know. Just that I'd have to actually look at all the RPGs and kind of break it down. I don't know where they rank right now, to be honest, dude. Not sure. I'd have to look at the list and go over everything and research it before I just sit there and start saying where these would rank. I don't know. Not yet, at least. Playing more Mass Effect this evening. Anything else, OJ? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play some Mass Effect this evening for sure. I'm gonna finish editing a video that I gotta edit, and then I'm gonna play some Mass Effect for sure. What console do you think has better JRPGs, PS1 or Super Nintendo, not including Japanese exclusive games? Personally, I think that overall, I would say like, for like just from outside looking in, PS1. But for me, myself, like Super Nintendo. Because, well, PlayStation has Chrono Trigger too. Probably PlayStation, never mind. There's a lot of stuff, yeah, probably because like PlayStation has Chrono Trigger as well. So if you're just talking about like individually released where it was first, then maybe Super Nintendo, but like you can't really deny like the PS1 has so many great JRPGs, man. So it'd be hard pressed to say not that PlayStation 1 has like more RPGs and better ones or whatever the case is. Super Nintendo has great stuff, but PS1, man, PS1 has a lot. I believe that people will have created in their head that Switch Pro is what the Switch 2s end up being. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see, Shadow. Bad version of Chrono, though. Yeah, it's not the best version of Chrono, but it still is a version of Chrono, though. Like, it's still, at its grassroots, it's still the game, you know? We're still doing Mario Golf Smash tomorrow. Just wanted to remind you since you forget easily. Yes, Mario Golf for sure. Smash, I'm not so sure about. But Mario Golf, yes, 100%. I gotta see what's going on with this, with this Monster Hunter stuff, you know. Nintax, thank you for the 2 months, or thank you for the resubscribe of Twitch Prime, 21 months. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Dingo on my 40. What's good, man? Welcome. OJ, first off, thanks for hanging out with us today. Thank you for being here. Second, do you think the new OLED screen will be super enjoyable / big improvement or slight? Check out my video that I did. I actually already went over my thoughts on the OLED, my honest thoughts on it. I think that was this morning's video. So Nintendo, if you guys haven't seen that, check out that video where I talk about it more in terms of like the Nintendo Switch OLED and kind of what I think and all that stuff like that. So check that video out. But yeah, I mean, I think it's an improvement, but it's not anything like super crazy. But if you want to go hear me go in depth, I got a video on it that I did this morning. What do you think that Monosoft's growth meant for the future games? Hopefully it means, you know, Nintendo's willing to give them a bit more to do more stuff. But I mean, it's a growth of 138%. That makes sense. You know, they remastered a Wii game and they sold 1.5 million copies of a Wii game, you know, remastered for $60. So they made a good amount of money off that. So they made more profit this year, obviously, because last year they didn't have any big new game. So of course the profit goes up. I mean, that makes sense. It's not as big of a story as people were trying to make it into be, but you know that you can draw all the nerds by clickbaiting their name. But yeah, last year, you know, they didn't have, you know, I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles came out that year, and then people were buying it throughout the whole. So yeah, their profits went up, you know. So I mean, that makes sense because the year before they didn't have anything new, you know. So I went to school with the dude that always talked about getting arrested every other weekend. Bro, that's crazy. Let's get the last Xenoblade game on the Switch ASAP. Hopefully, Joseph. Hopefully. Lost Odyssey has some great music, man. I think I need to play Lost Odyssey. I think I need to play Lost Odyssey again on my Series X, man. I really think I need to install that and start playing that again. I think I do. The game's awesome. But it's so long, man. So long. Watch you and Spawn daily, bro. Thanks for creating the good stuff for us. Hey, thank you for being here, Nintendo. I appreciate you. OJ, have you done any lists? Yeah, check out my top. Check out my top 10 list that I've done. Top 5 and top 10. If you type that into my channel, all of my top 5 and all my top 10 lists will pop up. Top 5 Zelda games. Top 5, you know, my favorite Xenoblade games. Top 10 this. Top 10 my best games of the year each year. So yeah, I've got them all on the channel. Yeah. Folks are forgetting that Splatoon 3 comes out next year. That game will be supported for 2 years, like 2, which means unlike the 24-25 still have time for Switch Pro. Maybe, Tiny, maybe. Let's see. I'm almost finished with Doom Eternal. Thanks again. It was worth the wait. Although I wish they did release a physical copy for the Switch. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think you should have just. Do you have a PlayStation X? I mean, it would have just been better if you just bought it on there, right? Are you playing that for portable mode? Can we get a Lost Odyssey stream? Yeah, I mean, bonus stream Lost Odyssey. Yeah, sure, maybe. If we hit, how about this? I'm about to stop streaming. If we get one, okay, hold up. We got one new Elite Ninja. The next bonus stream, will be Lost Odyssey if we hit this 5 before. I'm done streaming though at 3:45, so I got about 2 minutes left in the stream or so. So shout outs to my man, Custon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for the tune in tier pledge. So we get one more. We get the bonus stream, Lost Odyssey. You guys got it, man. Yo, thank you for that Elite Ninja pledge. Enjoy your emotes, good sir. Enjoy all that, and enjoy, of course, your Discord link that's on the main page. Check it out on there, and you can get into the Discord, get into our tournaments, and all that good stuff, man. Thank you for the Elite Ninja pledge. So let's go. Sharingan's in the chat. Sharingan's in the chat. OJ, do you play MTG at all? I don't know what MTG is. What is MTG? I hope the Switch OLED is the last revision. I want to buy one and not feel cheated later. Yeah, I think that Nintendo, I mean, I think it would be good if Nintendo released like the next Switch like in 2023. I think that would be like a good, like if they just said, hey, 2023, the next Switch is coming out. You know, we have this Switch OLED for this year and next year. And then like the following year, it's like, hey, March. It's like, hey, here's the new Switch in March of 2023. I think that would be good. Get your last year of games. All the Switch games that already came out, you can play them on your Switch too. It bumps up the resolution. It does like, you know, like smart delivery. They build in like smart delivery built in. They should do that. Build in like a smart delivery type of thing to where it just makes it the best version of whatever, you know. Build that into there to where games just get the natural enhancements of the game right there on the Switch 2. And you can do that with Tegra's technology. You can do that. And yeah, and then just start making some new games too. Have some new games ready, you know, have a Mario Kart or have something, you know, ready for launch. Have a big game ready. You don't need a bunch. You know, you just need one really big game for launch. And then have like a couple small games after that. And have like Mario Kart 9 ready to go. Or whatever the case is, or something else that's a big game. The next Mario, have like the next big Mario game ready to go, and you're good. You know, you're good. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I think at least. And you can still support the regular Switch games on the Switch too. Like, you know, Splatoon, that can still be. You can still play those games on the Switch. Like that doesn't mean like Switch dies. Like you can support the Switch and the Switch 2. Nintendo can make games that say, hey, it's on the Switch, but if you have the Switch 2, it plays better on the Switch 2. You know, like better resolution, better frame rate, all that stuff. They can do that. You know, they can definitely do that. If Nintendo released the next Switch in 2023, would they probably delay Zelda and a ton of their big titles? No, they wouldn't. They just make it backwards compatible. They wouldn't delay them because the Switch is successful. Frank Vasquez, let's go. All right, you little elites, you little new ninjas. Let's go. 5 out of 5, 2 days in a row of hitting the Elite Ninja goal. Let's freaking go. Yo, seriously, you guys, I love you guys. Right at the cutoff, I was pretty much done with the stream. Right at the cutoff too, man. Thank you so much. Yo, shout outs to my man, Frank Vasquez. Thank you so much for the Elite Ninja pledge. Great avatar too, by the way. That's funny. So shout outs. Thank you so much, Mr. Frank Vasquez, with that Elite Ninja pledge. All right, so you guys want Lost Odyssey bonus stream. Lost Odyssey bonus stream coming up. I don't know when we're going to get it done, but it's coming up, okay? Maybe Monday? Maybe Monday we'll get Lost Odyssey bonus stream. Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday we'll get a Lost Odyssey bonus stream. So shout outs to you guys. Thank you so much for the support. You'll never PlayerEssence. PlayerEssence. I thought you were trying to put a pun on your name, Fluffy Dogs, like a paw. Yes, I'll never be done with you guys, the elites. I never want to be done with you guys. I want to do this job till I'm like keeling over. I don't know if that's possible, but still. Thank you so much though. No, I'll probably like just get somebody younger to do it, and then I'll just be in the background like helping out every now and then while I go fishing, you know. In the future, I'll probably just get somebody younger to do it, and I'll just collaborate, you know, and let the young person do it, you know, 20 years in the future or something like that. But for right now, I'm doing it. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you so much. Paul Gale Network with the $1.99 says, have a cool weekend seeing Black Widow. Enjoy OJ. Hey, shout outs, Paul. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Frank Custon. Yo, thank you guys for the support. I appreciate that. So, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for being awesome. Thank you guys for the JoJo boys. Let's go over some of the support because we had some good support today. So, thank you, Paul Gale Network, Frank Vasquez, Custon, Nintax, Fluffy Dogs again, Karen Buckley, Game Eternal, The World as Justin Sees It, Enrique Pinero, Shinru, Bryson Warden, Shinru again, Justin B, big one on there, Misha Goldman, Psycho Pie, Toto Dope, Floppy Dogs with another big donation, Retro Gamer, Anonymous. Thank you guys so much for the support. I do appreciate all of you guys coming through and supporting the stream. How do I join Elite? Well, all you got to do is click this button right there at the top of your chat. Hit that button. Are you going to do it right now? I'll stay on if you're going to. If I can get a confirmation, just hit that button at the top right there. Then click that link and you can get it done. And you can get it done. So yeah, shout outs. MTG, Matt. I thought you meant Machine Gun Kelly or something like that. I was like, what's Magic the Gathering? No, but I've watched Pro Jared play Magic the Gathering. I've watched him play Magic the Gathering, and that's an interesting game. But no, I don't play it. I don't play it at all. But yeah, click the pin button right there, and I'll get you guys in. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I do appreciate it. Hey, there you go. The world is just, let's go, baby. Let's go. The world is just in season. Let's go, yo. Shout outs, yo. We are back up to, we're probably going to drop some though, boys. We're probably going to drop some. So I wouldn't bank on, I wouldn't bank on us keeping 530, boys, but let's cross our fingers and pray to the holy bejesus. You know what I'm saying? Shiv Sham said, but the bejesus. Let's pray to the holy bejesus that we keep our 530. So thank you guys so much for the support. Yo, thank you. The world is just in season. Enjoy those emotes, and of course, get into that Discord on your main perk package on the home page. So thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Yo, what's up, Mr. Kevin? Take care. Shout outs to you guys. Thank you. 6 new elite ninjas today. That's our goal is always 5 new elite ninjas for every single stream. So thank you guys so much for helping us hit that, and thank you for the donations too. I appreciate that, guys. Helps us keep everything running smooth here on PlayerEssence. Shout outs to all the peeps that support. Shout outs to everybody that just watches. If you're a watcher, you're a supporter too. If you already have an Elite Ninja badge, all of you guys that have those badges next to your name, you guys know who you are. You pure eyes, you Renengans, Makiku Sharingans, 1 tick, 2 ticks, all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. Seriously, you guys are freaking amazing. So I will see you guys later. All right, see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, new video up on the channel today, new video up tomorrow morning as well.